It's it.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to today's program of Wealthsecrets Mindset Mentorship class. Again, wherever you're tuning in from, we want to say welcome. It's precisely 9:04 a.m. West African time here. And I want to welcome everybody. Today is the 8th of June, 2022. What a day. What a time. You know, it's so amazing how time flies, ladies and gentlemen. You see that we're already in the middle of the year. The question is, are you getting closer to your goal? Or are you achieving those dreams, those aspirations? Are they coming to reality? Now, if the question is yes, and if the question is no, I don't think it's like that. I think, I don't know, what I want. And that's why you need to take this particular program, this class, very, very seriously. And if this is the first time you're watching us, ladies and gentlemen, I encourage you to make it to be part of your daily lifestyle. You know, some persons will say, after the morning prayer, I just look forward to being part of this class so that I can learn and understand the way things work. Ladies and gentlemen, it's your regular host, Dr. Afolabi Olatunji. Let's get into it. Yesterday, we started by talking on the success formula, on how you can, get to put some certain elements in place. And basically, these are part of the things that makes life pretty interesting. And when you see most successful people, it doesn't just come overnight. This success comes from the work they put in and some certain principles they are putting in the corner. And that's why you can see them all around you. And you say, man, I want to be like this. I want to be like this person. You celebrate the outward glory, but you don't really know the inner commitment these fellows are putting in place. And that's why I'm going to be taking you a little bit further, which I call the build up to the success formula. This morning, I'm going to be teaching you more on the ultimate success formula. Now, what is this ultimate success formula? We're going to start by letting you to know that first thing in the ultimate success formula. In fact, I was listening to Tony Robbins, and I was able to coin out some certain things that can also help the success formula to really work. There is always a formula for everything in life. And I can tell you, success is not about how hardworking you are or how diligent you are in that thing. Now, diligence can be part of it, but there are some certain principles. There are some certain things you and I need to understand in order for us to tell ourselves that truly, truly, I am successful. Now, one of the first things, if in case you write it, is that you must get clarity on what you want. The steps to it, the steps to the ultimate success formula is first you have to get clarity. You see, there is nobody, I've never seen no successful person that really doesn't know what they want. You need to know what you want from day one. Then in this scenario, we're going to be using the 30 days plan as we are going to be evaluating what do you want within 30 days. Now, guys, again, the good news is that we're just starting the new month of June. We're about half of the year. Ladies and gentlemen, what do you want at the end of this month? Now, you can start from there, and you need to be clear on what you want. Now, the way I put it is that I say, you got to know the outcome of your goal. You got to know the outcome of what you have decided on. You have to have clarity on it. Get clear, ladies and gentlemen. How can you not get clear? Somebody say what drives a leader is vision. A leader already knows what he or she wants. Now, last night, I was watching the APC presidential primary. For the sake of those watching us all across the world, we have this primary election for different parties in Nigeria. This particular major party in Nigeria had their primary election last night. And, all the presidential aspirant, they were out there, sharing their thought, their vision of what they intend to do when they become the president. A lot of people will keep giving their own speech. Now, I would love the one by the present vice president of Nigeria, Professor Yomi Oshibajo. The man already knows. You can see that he is being articulated in his speech. It's not like he knows everywhere, talking about the potential of every state that, every state in Nigeria, how we can bring out some mineral resources to make Nigeria great again. You see, I'm not supporting any party, but I just saw the vision that a leader that truly knows what he wants and where he's going. So ladies and gentlemen, the same thing is what we're talking about here this morning. You better get clarity of what you want within the next 30 days. And guess what? As you know, that clarity is power. And I can tell you something, if you are not clear about anything, you're not going to be able to be empowered eventually. So I want to put it this way, that you must be precisely clear, whether it's socially, mentally, or emotionally, about the things that you want for yourself. Be clear on that goal, on that business. You want to start something, give yourself a target, set a goal, ladies and gentlemen, set a goal. Like I told you every time on this program, don't let it be too high. Let your goal not drive you. Don't be sell out on your goal. Don't compromise. Don't let your goal too high and don't set it too low. Make sure that that kind of goal is the type that gets you going every time you wake up in the morning, whereby you're not thinking or focusing on any other thing but that which you plan to achieve within the next 30 days. And let your brain knows where you are heading into, because you have to tell your brain, this is where I'm heading into. So everything, the energy, the focus, everything inside of you is targeted at that particular direction. Now I'll tell you something, taking or extracting from the word of Joe Dispenza. He said, how you think and how you feel creates your state of being. So what is it that you're thinking? So it matters a lot when you know what you want and getting clarity on it. Now, ladies and gentlemen, talking about this ultimate success formula, the second step that I'm going to be sharing with you this morning is that you have to get yourself to take actions. I talked yesterday on the success formula that the second one is the skill. Take action. Taking action is that you got to know how to use it, because what is the need of you having a goal and you don't really know how to use it? So what are the goals and how do you get to use it? Most people really don't know what to do, and that has always been the problem. In fact, few people knows what they want and they don't even know anything about what they want. They just sleep on their goals. They know, oh man, I think I already know. Maybe perhaps they just started a new business. Like I know some persons that are very close to me. They say, oh man, I want this thing. I love this kind of success. I want this kind of car. I want this kind of houses. But guess what? They know what they want, but they are distracted. They are in A, B, C, D, E, and F in the name of multiple streams of income. Can you imagine how can anybody achieve anything without a focus? How can anybody achieve anything without even paying attention? It's once been said that whatever you focus on expand and whatever you don't focus on shrinks. Ladies and gentlemen, most people know. Very few know what they want and they don't know how to go about it. And it's so sad, ladies and gentlemen. What is it that you want? If you know what you want, you're not going to sleep on your goals. Your goals got to get you up every morning. It got to wake you up like you don't want to sleep. That even if you're sleeping, it's like a burning desire. It's like a power. It's like a magnificent obsession. It got to keep you up every single time. Get you toe up high, like you know what you want for yourself. So most people, they always think of someday. And I tell most people, like if you check among the days in the week, let's say you have Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Now the question is there any of these days that you see someday? So it means that if there is no someday, it means that the day you decide that someday is that day for you. So there's no someday. Just train that someday to be into a day. That someday, conclude that someday that you're thinking that my success will come Sunday will be today. Let that success, let what you're thinking, give it a date. This is what I want. In fact, don't even think too much. Just conclude and tell yourself that someday got to be today. To be honest with you, ladies and gentlemen, you see, that road that you're thinking that is to someday will lead to that town of nowhere. Can you imagine when you're thinking that someday will definitely come? It's going to lead you to a town of nowhere. Someday I'm going to do it. guess what? There will never be some day among the 7 days of the week. That's the fact. And one of the things that makes more people not to understand how to take that massive action is that they lack of decision. The decision has to start from today, deciding on what you want. Anything you start, I mean, that's one of my own principle. Whatever I want to do, I make sure that I put in everything. Now, humanly speaking, sometimes you're going to be weak. Sometimes you all feel like it's not working. Sometimes it all feel like it's not working well. I remember last night, my wife asking me, how about, what your project, your new project, how is it going? And I look at myself, looking at, the present reality, which is what it is. And I'm like, okay, I think we're getting closer. And to be honest, and I told her, I said, you know what? I've got a superstar that's also pushing me, because that moment will come in your life where it looks like it's not all working. That moment will come in your life where it look like, nothing is really looking it. But I can tell you something, don't sleep on it. That thing that makes you look like it's not working, you better get it working and say, you know what? I'm going to put it everything. I'm going to put in every action. So first, remember, you have to get clarity on what you want and then go to take action. You see, if I tell you that the way it works, ladies and gentlemen, that the third part is something that is very crucial. Now, what is this third part that I tell most people? That third part is something that if you understand it, everything about you will change for good. Now, I tell you, the third part is you getting away from your action. Right? It's just like you say, the action is I've taken it, and notice what you are getting from that particular action. So it means that you have to be sensitive to everything that is happening around you. You've taken action. That action that I took, is it working for me? So it means that sensitivity has to be wading into all the things that you do. So the question is, you want to ask yourself, am I, Coach Dan, am I, Afolabi, getting closer to my goals? Am I getting closer to the things that I want? Now, if you see, that's being real with yourself. You're telling yourself, am I getting closer? Is it that the things I'm doing right now, is it working? Now, I learned something from Tony Robbins that says something. He said you have to develop what he called sensory acuity. Now, sensory acuity means that you have to have that acute sensitivity of the impact of your actions. Are they truly working? Is the sensory acuity, if waiting, are you seeing the result? Or in the actions you've taken? Now, if the question is no, and that's why you have to jump straight to the step number 4 on the ultimate success formula. You see what I mean? The step number 4 is just to change your approach. If it is not working, then you have to look at changing your approach. The approach that you put in, maybe perhaps what you're doing right now is not working. Then you have to try something else. Can you imagine? Life can be so easy when you try something else. If you give yourself a time, remember we said set a goal like 30 days goal. Now, but why setting a goal? That is a short time goal, but you have to look at the long-term projection. Like most of the thing in my own kind of business, I said, set yourself like 18 months into what you're doing, because you have to decide. You can't conclude that it's not working. Now, is it like when you start your normal business, haven't put in money to rent that shop or that particular, open space, and then you put in a lot, you put in, the business, your goods and services and everything. And then just because in your first month, 2 months, 3 months, it's not working, you're going to tell yourself, and you're concluding and say it's not working. That's why I love the Igbo kind of sense. The Igbos are one tribe in Nigeria. Guess what happened? They're not going to rush at what they're doing. They take their time. In fact, their own kind of business start from the momentum in their business start from the first 2 years. And that's why if you see them, they are, they persevere. They knows what they want. And if they set it up, they don't look for that quick action. They don't look for that quick result. They know it takes time, and that's why they are known to be the genius when it comes to business in Nigeria. You know, I love that particular Igbo philosophy. So why about you just put it in place and say, if I can wait that long, can I do the 18-month plan in anything I'm doing? So I want you to put a focus. If you can do 18 months, maybe just give it about maybe do 6 months or 1 year in whatever goals you put in. If it's not now working, you got to try something else. You know what they say? According to Jim Rohn, he said humans have been given the dignity of choice. Decide that if it's not working, then I'm going to try something else. Question, how often do you keep trying something else? People say, man, I tried it 1 time. I tried it, 2 times. It's not just working for me. I don't think I'm destined for this. I think this thing is not working. How often do you try? Have you ever seen successful people, achieving success in the things they do? If you ask them some of their stories, where they're coming from, they're going to tell you they failed 10 times. They failed 10 times. Can you imagine the present president of Nigeria? When he was really, campaigning for being the president of Nigeria, how many times did that guy try to become a president? Maybe about 4 times. And in fact, the last one, he was crying on the national TV. He has tried several times. So why do you want to quit on your goal? If it's not working for you, why not try something else? Some people will tell me, Afolabi, hey man, you are in this business yesterday and you are here again. What's going on? If it stops, will my life stops? Question, try something else if it's not working. Life is real. Life is about what you put into it. You have to try something else until you succeed. You got to be flexible, ladies and gentlemen. That's what it takes. This message, I hope you guys can take it to the shore or the four corners of the world and let people get to hear this, because this is the way it works. Now I can give you bonus step on as we're about to wrap up this morning. The bonus step is that in case you've tried all that you've had and it's not working, I think you should get what I call a mentor. To get a mentor, I said, you use your role modeling to accelerate and paste your goal. Role modeling, there's a role modeling, technique. You got to pick on somebody that has achieved it and follow the person's lifestyle. I have some couple of role models that I put to myself and I call them mentors. They have really inspired me. When I look at their goals and I look at what I want for me. One day I was listening to one brave woman, one of the top 10, motivational teachers. She's a woman. I forgot her name. And I remember those times, I think precisely last year, I was going through a very terrifying time. And he said, that woman was teaching. She mentioned, he said, write down 4 people that you like them and you like what they do. He said, if you write them down, if you write the names of these people down, he said that will be the result or the kind of person you ultimately want to be. So I started listing people. When I look at these people and I say, wow, what if I pick from A, B, C, and D, then put it together? That makes up you, ladies and gentlemen. That makes up you. So use the role modeling technique to accelerate and paste what you want. So it's very important. When I mean what you want, I mean your success. It's very important. You need to know these things. So as we conclude, let's just do a summary of what we talk about. Remember, the first is to get clarity on your goal. The second is also to take that massive action. Why the third is that you need to know the impact of those actions, whether or not it's working. And the fourth, as we conclude, is to try something else. In case it's not working, trying something else is to change the approach. Ladies and gentlemen, I just wrap up the ultimate success formula. And as you go about your day, your week, your month, I hope this message can actually help to impact and change the way you think and eventually help you to achieve the success. Ladies and gentlemen, it's your regular host on the Wealthsecrets Mindset Mentorship class, Dr. Afolabi Olatunji. We'll see you again, same time, same link on the same program as you connect with us in this amazing mentorship class. Our goal is to be able to impact, educate, and equip you with all the necessary resources and information that will empower you mentally to live the very best of your life. So until we see you again, same time, same link tomorrow, make sure you like, subscribe, and share our YouTube page to your friends, brothers, your neighbors, colleagues, your loved ones out there. Let them be part of this thing. We want to grow the community to way over 5,000 subscribers. And you, nobody else can help us to achieve it. So I want to say thank you. See you again, same time, same link on the same program tomorrow, whereby you get the best of information. Take care.